Hi there, how are you? This is Lois. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're safe and healthy wherever you are. And today I just want to give a quick update regarding the travel exemptions that have been issued by Immigration Canada. And we are facing a time whereby we have a fast evolving situation in front of us, and this COVID-19 continues to spread around the world. So last week there was an update from the government and I posted that. Please look for that video. This is now an update on that update. So I will be putting the government link on the description part of this video just so that you can see the facts yourself and more information, because I'm not going to give all the information that is here. So I'm just here to give a summary, because I know it's hard to keep up with these updates. Then you can know if you're an aspiring immigrant, if you're planning to come here, or you know, whatever it is your case, you're interested in Canada, this is a good update for you. I must say that the information that I give here, despite being a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, this information is for your information only. It should not be taken as legal advice. If you want legal advice, please reach out to me, send me an email, and book a consultation. All right, so there are some exemptions. You know, Canada closed its borders, but now there are some exemptions. There are people who can still come to Canada, and there are some measures that are being taken for those people who are coming to Canada. So the current update says that temporary, and I have it here on my phone, it says that temporary foreign workers, some international students, and approved permanent residents who haven't landed yet can now come to Canada. So you can enter Canada if you had been approved for PR, you had a study permit, or you had been approved for a study permit but before 18th of March, when the travel ban was put in place. So if you had that already approved, you can still enter Canada. Thing is, I don't know about where you're coming from, so that may be an issue. So you need to check what travel bans are in your country or in the country where you are, because now that may also impact your capability to enter Canada despite you being exempted. So just check where you are. I know some countries have locked down. I know some people were saying they're stuck in India, they cannot even leave India. So yes, just be conscious of what is happening around you. But yes, temporary foreign workers, some international students, and approved PRs can enter Canada at this time. So if you're going to fly into Canada, you must pass a health check before you board the aircraft. From wherever you are, if you're showing symptoms, you're not going to be allowed to board the aircraft. Then once you land in Canada, when you land, you will be assessed. Upon arrival, you will be assessed and you're expected to self-isolate for 14 days, and that is mandatory. I just don't know how they are going to enforce that, or how they are enforcing that. I don't know, but you will be told when you arrive. But it's a requirement that you self-isolate. What that means, if you're going to self-isolate, be ready, come prepared to stay in a hotel or in an Airbnb or whatever you're going to stay for an extended period of time, because come on, we don't know what's happening right now. So we don't know when this thing is gonna end. So just come prepared, because you may not be able to get a house for rent or whatever else. Just come ready, come with money, bring some money. Have some cushion such that you can still live for a while, because I don't even know about the possibilities of getting jobs immediately with what is happening right now. People are not working. So just come ready. Things are different than normal, as you all know. If you have any question regarding your application, I know there are people, patience is running out. And I know people have questions. Of course, this whole thing has impacted a lot of processes, offices. So the processing times for applications have also been impacted. So if you have any question, you can still use the web form. Yeah, you can still use the web form. to request for your information to know what's happening with your file. Okay, I know I've heard people, but I don't know, so don't quote me with that, but I heard people say that that web form was not available. Maybe it's just for a day, or it was a technical hitch, whatever that is. So just be, keep trying until you get through. Okay, so for the land border entry, this is only people who are coming from the United States. Those are the only people who can come through the land. So the borders have also been closed, and they are closed. The only people who are allowed to come through are the essential services people and truck drivers, simply because they want to make sure that they maintain the flow of goods between these two countries, because of just how much intertwined these countries are. So those ones are allowed to come into Canada, and actually they are not required to do the 14-day isolation. So essential services and truck drivers are not doing the 14-day isolation. There are other classes of people who can still come to Canada. People who can still enter Canada. And I know this is a question for permanent residents who are out there. So Canadian permanent residents who are out there, they can still re-enter Canada as long as they're not showing any symptoms. So if you're showing symptoms, you will not be able to enter Canada. And once you come here, you are expected to isolate. Okay? I'm just going to go through the list of other people who are allowed to enter Canada according to the government website here. And this says one of them is people who are registered under the Canada's Indian Act. So those are they're usually the First Nations here. The other group is protected persons. The other people, they are foreign nationals who are traveling at the invitation of the Canadian government for the purpose related to the containment of COVID-19. The other group is immediate family members of Canadian citizens or Canadian permanent residents. The other group is a person who is authorized in writing by a consular officer of the Government of Canada to enter Canada for the purpose of reuniting immediate family members. The last group is transiting passengers. So if you're transiting to Canada, you can still enter Canada because you're not actually entering Canada. I know some people were asking about immediate family members. So who are these immediate family members? And with respect to all this, the immediate family members here, they are defined as spouses or common law partners or dependent children of the person or of the spouse or the common law partner. The others are dependent children of a dependent children. So dependent child of a dependent child. So those would be like grandchildren, right? And the other group is parents or step parents of the person or of the person's spouse. And the last group under this class of immediate family members are the guardians or tutors of that person. So if you're in Canada, these are people who are classified as your immediate family members who can actually enter Canada. Okay, so that is all about this update. I don't want to give too much. I'm just giving you whatever is here. I will put that link so that you can refer. There's so many questions. Actually, this is a very useful site that you should keep checking. I tell people to do a lot of due diligence. Check this. I'll put that link under there. It has a lot of questions and answers as provided by the government. So thank you so much for joining in. I'll be making another update because I have a few other updates still related to immigration. So I'll make another video, a separate video about other issues that have come up with immigration. Okay, thank you so much. Please stay safe, be careful out there, stop the spread, stay home if you can, and yes, my salute still goes to all the people who are doing the essential services, because those are the people who are taking it for us. Okay, take care.